Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for the month of July. I am going to read some messages for all of the Libra Collective from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle this month. And if you join me at the very end for the extended reading, I'll also pull some messages from the Moonology Oracle, from the Inspire, Change and Healing, which will give us a message from an Archangel and a crystal, as well as from the Animal Spirit. But before I dive into the reading, again, this is for the month of July or whenever this message may find you. I don't believe in coincidences, so I trust that you'll receive this message exactly when you're meant to. Let's just bring in a little bit of Palo Santo to raise our energies of our physical body, our energy body, our aura, raise the energy of our environment. Thank you, Sacred Palo Santo. Just a reminder, Libra, you don't have to be here in the physical presence of the Palo Santo because it's not the smoke or the smudge that is going to raise our energy, but the spirits of the Palo Santo tree. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I'm Jenny. I am a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach. I do these oracle card readings. I do them live on TikTok, and I also do them here on YouTube at least once a month. You can check out your sun, your moon, your rising with these messages today. Always take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. And if something doesn't resonate, then maybe you're meant to read for somewhere else in your chart. So check out those other signs. Let's see what is the primary energy for the Libra Collective for the month ahead, please. What is the primary energy? Okay, I'm getting the magic touch. Okay, this is a beautiful, auspicious card. This tells you that you are finding that your gifts are able to help you co-create your life with the universe. I mean, that's what we're all here to do, right? We're constantly manifesting, rather manifesting what we do want consciously, using our whatever journeying techniques or manifestation techniques, law of attraction, we're conscious of it, or we're subconsciously manifesting what we don't want. That happens all the time. We have so many different thoughts in a day, somewhere between 60 and 90,000 thoughts in a day. Most of them are negative, most of them are repeating, most of them are subconscious. So the subconscious can help us manifest what we don't want. We don't usually like to take credit for that one. We only like to take credit for when we manifest something good into our lives. But the magic touch says that you are accessing your own magic. Your own magic and your intuitive gifts can lead you to manifestation is what I'm saying here, Libra. So how is your intuition communicating with you? I feel like a lot of you are aware of your gifts, but it feels like there are some of them that you're passing off as coincidence, but there's no such thing as a coincidence, okay? If you all of a sudden start thinking to yourself, blue dragonfly, and then you see a blue dragonfly, then there's definitely an opportunity here for you to be researching or journeying to the dragonfly to see what is the message you have for me. I really love Stephen Farmer's Animal Spirit book. That's a wonderful book, and I resonate with all of the messages that he has in there for all of the different animals, but you can always go on a journey yourself, and that's just one example. Again, I feel like some of you Libra might be passing some of your gifts off as coincidence. They're not a coincidence at all. If you have a dream, for example, about someone and then they end up calling you the next day, that's not a coincidence. If you're thinking about someone and their favorite song comes on the radio, that's not a coincidence. You are accessing magic from deep within. So what have you been praying for? What have you been calling into your life? I feel like for many of you, you're going to see some of your wishes, some of your desires, some of your dreams come to fruition this month. I'm getting power struggle. This is reversed as well. Now, every reader is different. To me, when a card is reversed, it's like a great big exclamation mark at the end. It doesn't necessarily change the meaning of the card. It just is like, hey, pay extra attention to this. So I'm getting the power struggle card. So there might be someone here that you're working against when it comes to this manifestation. My goodness, I'm thinking of my daughter here. She's a Libra, okay? She's going to be 16 this fall. And I'm so blessed, let me tell you. Some of my friends with teenage daughters are like, oh my God, it's so hard. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's pretty easy. It's great. My child's wonderful. She's so easy. She's wonderful. I mean, of course, parenting always has its challenges. But again, I'm thinking of my daughter. She's a Libra sun. And, she's been manifesting this house. You guys have heard me talk about selling my house. Well, my house is sold. My manifestation has come to fruition, but now we have to find a house to buy, right? And she really wants us to buy this one particular one because it's in her school district and she doesn't want to switch schools. And then here we're getting the power struggle card in reverse. Well, the power struggle could be me or her father. There's reasons why we don't necessarily want that particular house. The budget, it doesn't have a shop. The house isn't 100% our style. You guys, this house is a 10. You don't want to sell a 10 out of 10 house and then move into a 7 out of 10 house. I mean, it happens, but I really don't want to. So that's just one example, but I'm getting the power struggle here card. And for some of you, I don't know if you noticed that, but I didn't even ask a question. I was just shuffling and I felt like, okay, this card needs to come out right now. So you might be involved in some sort of power struggle where there's someone who you're fighting against for your manifestation. And I want to remind you that that's not the primary energy of the month. Primary energy is the magic touch. So don't lose faith, okay? Don't lose faith with your manifestation, whatever you're calling into your life, just because of this other person. Just because of whatever this other person's got going on, their own beliefs, their doubts, their fears, their insecurities, their scarcity, their lack. Don't allow that to affect you in any way, shape, or form. What is going to be required of you in order to do that is a major focus on energy hygiene. So cleansing, grounding, protecting your energy. And doing this on a regular basis. It's not just something you do like once in the morning or once at night or, like once a day. No, or like when you feel like it. No, energy hygiene is like constant, okay? Constant. You might be picking up energies from other people. Like if this power struggle is somebody who is in the way of your manifestations and they are feeling all this doubt, then their doubt could come onto you and all of a sudden now you're feeling doubt where you didn't previously have doubt. Cleansing away their energy. You can use sage, you can use Florida water. I love Florida water. Visualization, visualize golden light coming from up here, your ninth chakra, your Viracocha chakra, the Sami chakra energy coming down, and that golden life force energy is cleansing away anything, grounding your energy, bring up Mother Earth, grounding energy from below, protecting your energy. There's lots of ways to do that. A lot of people like to rub their hands together and create like a bird cage around your body. There's other things that you can do as well. You can pray for protection. You can call in different spirit guides and allies. Archangel Michael is amazing. On the bottom of the deck here, I am getting automatic negative thoughts. So again, I feel like that's not necessarily yours. That's not necessarily yours. It's like you're picking it up from other people. Other people are influencing your thoughts. Other people's actions are influencing your thoughts here. That's what I'm getting for you. Let's see what will help the Libra collective navigate these energies in the month ahead, please. What will help the Libra collective the most with this power struggle and these automatic negative thoughts? No, okay, this is what will not help. We're getting the void. So be super conscious here of not numbing out. The void is the card of numbing out. This is like the devil in tarot. So how do we numb out? Well, there's lots of different ways that we numb out. Mostly they start with the letter S. Maybe you've heard me say this before, okay? So unhealthy coping mechanisms typically do start with the letter S. We've got substances. Now, when I say substances, everybody automatically goes to drugs. Well, yes, they are some substances, but so is alcohol. As a society, we have normalized alcohol so much that people don't realize when you have a glass of wine at the end of every night, it's a problem. It does lower our vibration. And if you're here, if you're watching this video, something tells me that you are on a journey to raise your vibration. So when you're working with something like alcohol that's lowering your vibration, it's counterproductive, right? And what it is it's an unhealthy coping mechanism. So it is literally us coping because we're in fight or flight and we're not wanting to deal with whatever it is that's coming up for us, whether this is this fear, doubt, insecurity, maybe there's an underlying reason for that, a core wound, a mother wound, a father wound, an abandonment wound, a neglect wound, a betrayal wound, whatever that is for you. When I say substances, what that also includes is food. Many of you know that I've been a macro coach for 10 years. I've helped so many women and a few men with their addiction to binge eating. And I am a former binge eater myself. I mean, I would bake an entire tray of cookies and eat every single one of them. And I would do that often. I would sometimes stop and I would pick up like a whole tray of brownies and I would eat it on the way home, and I'd stop at a garbage at a park and I'd hide the evidence. Like, food can be a coping mechanism for so many of us. When I say the letter S, what else does that include for unhealthy coping mechanisms? What else could this void be talking about? Well, screens. Screens are a way of numbing out. When we're in fight or flight, we grab the screen because it gives us that instant dopamine hit. By the way, shut this video off as soon as it's over. Do you have to stay on the phone or on the computer or on the tablet or on the TV or whatever it is? Or can you go and do something else? S, shopping, sex, those two as well, they're included as unhealthy coping mechanisms. Sometimes we shop just for the sake of shopping, not because we actually need something, but just because we want that instant dopamine hit. And sometimes we get buyer's remorse shortly after, right? Sure, sex can sometimes be for intimacy with a partner, connection. Sometimes it's just for that dopamine hit and that stress relief. And there's no judgment here. We all have unhealthy coping mechanisms. I quit binge eating about 14 years ago before I became a coach. I quit drinking about 3 years ago. I never really had a problem with drinking, but I really liked it. I really liked alcohol. And again, I'm on this journey to raising my vibration, so it seemed counterproductive to be lowering my vibration. And sometimes even like one big glass of wine would leave me feeling terrible for a couple of days. Like, it just didn't seem worth it. I was putting so much time and energy and effort into my spiritual journey, into my self-healing journey. And then I was like wasting all my effort by just having a big glass of wine at the end of the night. It was ridiculous. I live in wine country. I live in the Okanagan in British Columbia, Canada, and it's the wine capital of Canada. So when I moved here, it's like, oh, we're going to start drinking wine now. And, you know, it's socially acceptable. There's the wine mom culture, right? Like, oh, my kids are the reason I drink. Like, oh my gosh, so toxic, so incredibly toxic. And then I quit smoking weed last year. And, you know, now that I no longer have those three vices, well, my screen time is it for me. We all have unhealthy coping mechanisms. This card is calling to say, if you want to align with your manifestations, and you want to avoid this power struggle and these automatic negative thoughts, the key to that is to avoid the void. It's to avoid unhealthy coping mechanisms, okay? So be aware of that in the month ahead. Watch your screen time. Look at your current screen time, Libra, and make yourself a goal. Make yourself a goal, like cut it in half if you can. Make that your goal. And you know, if you're anything like me, I'm very goal oriented. Once I give myself a goal, especially if I tell people about the goal, well, now I have to hold myself accountable because I've shared that goal with other people. All right, let's get a final message before we jump into the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, you can find the link down below in the description box. Not only will you have access to a deeper dive into the month ahead with the cards, but you will also have access to the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership. And inside of that membership, we meet at least twice a month on Zoom. We have a guided ceremony where we have a journey together and some energy practices. It's so beautiful. And we also have a group reading. So there's some intimate one-on-one time that we can spend together every single month inside of the Sacred Self-Empowered Community. So I would love to see you over there. If you're new to my channel and my energy and you are enjoying this reading, please do hit that subscribe button. The little bell to the right will notify you when I have new videos up. And of course, I love and appreciate all of the likes. And let me know down in the comments how these are resonating with you. What is the final message to help the Libra collective align with their highest path, their highest purpose, their highest destiny, their highest timeline in the month ahead, please? Oh, I feel like we've got two here. Okay, we've got two. Look at this. We've got hibernation, okay? Hibernation and connection. Okay, so Libra, do not numb out. Instead, go within. Do not numb out. Instead, go within. The hibernation card, this is my card, okay? This is like the Hermit card in tarot. I am a Virgo sun and a Virgo rising. I've got a stellium in Virgo. So the Hermit card is like my card. I get this one. Go within, okay? Go within. You have all the answers. And when you do go within is when you can really cleanse, ground, protect your energy, do that energy hygiene I was talking about earlier. Sure, we've got lots of tools that can help us with that. The sage, the Palo Santo, bells, things like that, rattles, drums, those can all be helpful. But we can also just go within and have that energy cleansing happening. Just set the intention and go within, and your spirit guides and allies and your higher self and all the energies that will be. And you can do all of that work when you go within. This says your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. And then right along with that, you get the connection card. The connection card says that you are connected to the heavenly realms. Do not forget, okay? Do not forget that we all have spirit guides, spirit allies. We've got a guardian angel, we've got the team of archangels, we've got our past loved ones, our ancestors, animal spirits, plant spirits, elementals, gods, goddesses, deities, ascended masters, master teachers. There are so many different spirit guides and allies that we can work with to help us on our journey, and so many of them come to us when we need them. We don't even have to go and seek them out. Often they come to us. I very, very strongly encourage you to do your own personal research on whatever spirit is calling to you, whichever spirits you feel are here to help you. Maybe you've been curious about angels, or you've been curious about goddesses, or you've been curious about, well, what does this animal mean when it shows up, or what does that animal mean when it shows up, or hey, I keep seeing these flowers, or I'm really drawn to this plant, or I don't know what it is about willow trees. I just love willow trees. I walked under a willow tree today, and I've always had a strong connection with Grandmother Willow. And I grabbed her branches and I wrapped them around my fingers as I walked through them. And I just said, hello, Grandmother Willow. And I'm a shamanic healer. And in shamanism, we believe in ayani, sacred reciprocity. So give for you today to give for me tomorrow. So, let's use Archangel Michael, for example. Archangel Michael, super protective, super cleansing, really incredible archangel to work with. And Archangel Michael probably has like hundreds of thousands of people calling on him every single day, right? Like there's a lot of people who believe in Archangel Michael and call on him for protection and call on him for cutting cords and all of those things. So with ayani, sacred reciprocity, if you give an offering to Archangel Michael, don't you think he's going to be a little bit more likely to respond to you? I mean, sure, spirit can be all-encompassing everywhere all at once at the exact same time. But I mean, if you had two people calling your name and one of them left you something and the other one didn't, you might notice that guy first. Maybe. Just saying. ayani, sacred reciprocity. Take it for what it's worth. I do hope to see you on the extended reading, Libra. Thank you so much for being here, and have a beautiful month ahead.